UVA Community Credit Union, our goal is to promote financial wellness and focus on people, not profits, by supporting the needs of our members and investing in the communities we call home. Learn more at uvacreditunion.org. Welcome to our Travel Savvy series. In this video, we'll discuss common travel scams and what you can do to protect yourself. So, before you even set out on vacation, you could already be a victim. Scammers target you in the planning stage using some of these common tactics. Free trips, right? They'll say you want a free trip that often comes via email, text, social media message, phone call. Um, but you haven't entered a contest, right? So the free trip is often a hook where they're trying to get you to pay fees, taxes, sit through a mandatory timeshare presentation, or they may ask for a small quote unquote processing fee and they're getting your credit card information to pay for that. They're just trying to steal your credit card information. So if you get these notifications on a free trip that you didn't enter for, that's obviously a big red flag. If there's a caller that's asking for sensitive details, passport information, credit card information, any kind of identifying information, hang up on that. That's obviously somebody just trying to get your information for identity theft or credit card fraud. Similarly, you have these vacation deals that are too good to be true. They're offered at luxury vacations, offered at unrealistically low prices that use pressure tactics like act now, it's going to go away. It's just a clickbait designed to elicit that quick response and cloud your judgment. And often these are on social media, and these clickbait posts feature beautiful properties, and they actually will take you typically to fake websites that promote, great deals, steep discounts, but they can look convincing. They can even spoof some legitimate sites. So, you really want to inspect that website URL very carefully. Look for misspellings or something that seems off. For example, Travelocity. They may use a zero instead of an O in the URL, or they may use, two L's or a one, something so that at first glance it appears that the legitimate URL says Travelocity, but upon closer inspection, it's off. So that's a big red flag. If there's a you're missing the S in the HTTPS for secure site, that's a red flag, especially if it's a payment processing site. It's something you want to look for. Similarly, you have fake rentals where someone posts pictures of a beautiful property, typically on a site legitimately. Maybe it's on Airbnb, VRBO, but a lot of times with these fake rentals, they'll try to lure you in by offering a discount if you go off site. They may say, well, Airbnb charges me so much to be on the site, but if I book off site, I can offer you a 20% discount. And they'll try and lure you off the site. So you're paying them directly. They'll often ask for payment in wire transfer, gift card, or another type of payment that is harder for you to recover from or file fraud claims from. You're not getting that money back. There's no fraud protection like there is with a credit card. So that's also a big scam. Bait and switches, where you're shown a great property at a great price, but then when you go to book, it's not available, and they'll try and offer something more expensive or even a lower quality substitute. So when you're booking these vacations, use reputable platforms, and of course, never go off site, even if they're offering that lure of additional savings. Research the site, the company, or the property using tools like SiteJabber, Trustpilot, Google, etc. Verify all the travel bookings independently. So a lot of times if you're booking through third-party sites, you may get bundled deals where you're getting the airplane, transportation, hotel all at once, but you still want to contact the hotel directly, contact the airlines directly to confirm those details are correct and the reservation numbers match up. Again, pay with credit cards, check those site URLs, and trust your gut. If something feels off, if they're pressuring you too much, if it just doesn't look right, walk away. Now, once you get to your destination, there are other scams that you want to look for. And even the most seasoned traveler can be caught off guard by some of these scams. But the key is to kind of know what they are and stay aware. Trust your instincts and, look for the red flags before they happen. So, distraction scams are very popular, especially in very crowded areas where someone tries to create a commotion. Maybe they get into a fake fight, or maybe somebody spills something. They're just trying to distract attention and create a commotion so an accomplice can go through and pick pockets or steal valuables. Similarly, the you dropped something scam. Somebody may ask you if you dropped an item of value, and if once you say no, I didn't drop anything, they'll try to convince you to buy it from them at a bargain price. Or it's just another form of the distraction technique where they're just trying to engage you while someone else is stealing your belongings. Similarly, you may have someone stop you claiming to be, like a fake police or a tourist police. They may ask to see your ID, your wallet, or your passport. Real police rarely ask for on the spot checks unless there's something wrong. This You have to have a cause to stop somebody. So if you're not sure, really inspect their official ID or ask to go to the nearest police station, the physical police station, so they can get those documents from you. The fake menu under the door. This is where someone slides a fake, to go menu under your door with a tempting food offer. You'll call to order and give your credit card information, but of course the food never shows up. They're just trying to grab your credit card information. So if you're getting delivery, verify that with the front desk or use reputable apps to check that the food is coming from a legitimate place. And while not a scam, aggressive vendors may follow you for several blocks and try and harass you, rely on your discomfort and confrontation to kind of get you to buy something or take a tour. Be firm but polite. No, thank you. Keep walking. Have confident body language. Don't engage or slow down. Keep going. Even if they're persistent, they rely on your confusion or unfamiliarity or politeness to kind of get away with something. Other scams might be required document scams, where you're told you need a special permit, vaccination card, or entrance ticket, and then they'll try to charge an inflated fee for processing on the spot. So make sure that you are aware of the legitimate travel requirements at your destination well in advance. If someone says that the hotel or attraction that you want to visit is closed, that's another common scam. They may try to direct you to a site where they earn a commission, or where there's aggressive vendors set up. That's another type of scam. There are so many taxi scams out there. These are incredibly popular. It's everything from um, keeping the meter running, or going the round way, like to take you the long way, or they claim their meter's broken, or if you pay, they try and shortchange you. A lot of taxi scams. Just be really careful. Book your transportation through legitimate ride apps or ask the hotel. And if you find a great driver, see if you can get their card or information. I can't remember where we were staying, but we had a fantastic driver bring us from the airport, and he really, the whole week, anywhere we wanted to go, we were lucky enough that we were able to get the same driver, which was fantastic. Red light smash and grab is if you are driving and you have your belongings next to you in the passenger seat. They can smash that window open and grab it. So make sure that if you are carrying valuables, purse, phone, bags, etc. Keep them in the footwell or somewhere where they can't be easily grabbed if you're at a stop sign or a stoplight. So other scams that you can run into, just like at home, right? You have skimmers and fake ATMs. They're just little devices installed on ATMs, gas pumps, or point of sale machines to steal card information when you swipe or insert. They are often paired with a keypad overlay or hidden camera to capture your PIN number as you punch it into the keypad. So before using devices, you want to go to one, safer areas. Like if you're getting money from an ATM, go to one that is at a bank, preferably inside their foyer. When pumping gas, try to get that pump that's close to or in view of an attendant. Inspect the keypad, look for loose parts or something that seems off in color, material, maybe it's misaligned. Pay with a credit card. Use contactless payment when available because they offer another layer of protection. So if you're doing contactless payment, you're not putting your card in that slot. And if you're using a credit card over a debit card, you don't have that PIN number. You're not putting your actual cash in the bank at risk. So similarly, criminals can often even set up fake ATMs in high traffic areas. They're standalone machines, and they're basically just going to make photocopies of your card and then tell you they're out of cash, or they actually may even dispense cash. But again, look for legitimate ATMs using your bank's or your financial institution, credit union's app to find the ATM closest to you. If you're using that to get cash out, cover the keypad when entering your PIN number. And you can also look for unusual Bluetooth signals using your phone, because some of the skimming devices actually rely on Bluetooth technology now. So if you see a weird Bluetooth signal near the pump or near the ATM, that's a red flag that it could be compromised. So public Wi-Fi is another thing that you want to watch out for. Public Wi-Fi at airports, cafes, hotels, it's convenient, but actually may not be secure. And hackers often create fake networks, especially in these high traffic tourist areas, to try and intercept data. So protect your device, like you want to disable auto connect to avoid accidentally joining like rogue networks that you're not familiar with. Turn off your Bluetooth when it's not in use, because that's another way that someone could hack into your device. And you never want to log into email, financial information, or any kind of site with your payment information unless you're on a secure connection. If you're on public Wi-Fi, you don't want to look at anything personal or identifying. You can also download a VPN or virtual private network to encrypt your information and use that even on public Wi-Fi. Using a VPN can help. Just don't forget to activate that VPN before you connect. And of course, before you travel, make sure your operating system and antivirus software is up to date and your device is password protected and you have the Find My feature enabled. So if something would go wrong, you can, if you lose it, you can hopefully track it or set it to factory settings if it's compromised. Similarly to Wi-Fi traps, juice jacking is where people set up fake charging stations in high traffic areas. And when you go to port your phone in, basically it makes a photocopy of all the information in your phone. So we recommend that you carry your own charging device or battery pack and just charge yourself. Don't use these public charging stations. And if you absolutely have to, in an emergency, power your device off completely. That does offer a little bit of protection, but it's just something that you want to be aware of. All right, stay tuned for our next session on pickpocketing.